Dwane, the sort of inability to get Kyle and DeMar going and the turnovers would be your worst nightmare, I presume, today.
Well, we had plenty of opportunities. They had DeMar had 19 shots and Kyle had 13. I don't think they're going to shoot like that again. But the key thing, like you said, is the turnovers. Turnovers shot ourselves in the foot. The soft passes, not really setting solid screens, not running, playing physical offense to get open. Those things that broke our back as far as breaking our rhythm offensively. Defensively, we held them long enough, and then all at once Paul George gets going, and I think we had him, to 9 points in the first half. And then the second half, he got going. But, again, a lot of it was our inability to get our offense in rhythm, offense going. And again, I don't think we're going to shoot 37% again. Those guys had some good looks. I thought we didn't play on the weak side enough. I got to look at the film and see, but that's something we gotta come up with is what we can get on the weak side for those guys to get that many attempts.
Dwane, Jonas got into foul trouble, and you couldn't use him as much as you probably would have liked to.
Yes.
But did you like what he brought?
No question. I thought along with that, Jonas being in foul trouble really, because he had it going. I thought him had 11 offensive boards. Didn't get to utilize him as much. It allowed them to do some things that they were able to help more on Kyle and DeMar off of Biz. So again, hopefully he won't get in foul trouble again. Some of them were cheap fouls, wrestling match. He's got to show his hands to the officials and not allow them don't even put yourself in that position to get those cheap fouls.
Dwane, it seems like you were kind of searching over here with 10 guys now with DeMar back and everything. It seemed like you were kind of searching around to find something. I mean, how tough is it now?
I was searching to find somebody to stop Paul George. That's what we were searching for. I thought our normal rotation, again, was a little skewed, as you said, just with adding that extra player in there. But at the end, it was kind of searching for someone to stop Paul George. And it wasn't really fair to DeMar to put him in there after he got going and then trying to turn the water off. So we'll come up with a rotation in that situation. It's nothing that Norm did wrong. Again, the bright lights, I don't know. But I think as a team as a whole, I thought we were tight offensively. And then that frustration carried over to the defensive end, and you can't do that. It's a long series. I know the percentages, all the numbers and all that bull crap, but it's a long series. And I know our team today we didn't play to our identity, and I know we'll come back Monday night and play more to our identity.
Right here,
Mike.
Bruce.
Dwane, this now makes, I think, 7 straight playoff games that this team has lost, and with a lot of the same core group. Do you worry that tightness offensively becomes something that becomes a habit because of the past?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, Bruce. I don't listen to the noise, and I hope our guys don't listen to the noise. It's a long series. Again, it's one of those things where I think our guys were so tight. I don't think that had the 7 games or whatever had anything. I think it was the Indiana Pacers, and then the moment of the playoffs, I think, got us tight. I don't think it had anything to do with the previous games. I don't think.
Inside your head?
Whose head?
Just a team's head.
I don't think so. If we do, it's shame on us. We got to come out and play to our identity on Monday night. Take get the ball to the weak side, do some things to get each other open, help each other by not turning the ball over. Again, I don't think that had anything to do with the previous 7 or whatever the number is.
With the talk this week about confidence and the history that they've learned, were you surprised there was a little bit of tightness?
No, I knew we was going to have some. I didn't know it was going to go as long. I knew we were going to be a little tight, Doug, just by the playoffs being here. Everybody's making such a big thing out of it, and our guys are prideful. They understand the moment. But again, it wasn't us. I hadn't seen us play that tentative on the offensive end all year. So that'll change. I think we'll come out more relaxed, more loose, understanding time, score, situational shots, making sure we get the ball to the weak side. And defensively, we had some mess-ups that gave them confidence. I thought we were holding them in check there for a little while. And in third quarter, we made a couple mistakes and gave them confidence on the offensive end, and that we'll clean up.
Over here.
Michael?
Chad. What can you say about the fans, sort of inside and out?
I thought the fans were great as usual. I think that's something that you can never question is the enthusiasm, the passion. And, to Bruce's point, it made, guys feel the excitement. And, but we got to play through that. It's a game. It's 48 minutes. It's 5 guys on their side, 5 guys on our side. It's basketball. And we got to play through that. But our fans were great. I know they were rocking at the beginning of the game. We'll find out the true fans and who's on your side and who's not. And again, because it's a long series. And, once we play to our identity, I think we'll be okay.
Back on the right side, last row.
What message do you give the team after this tough loss?
Well,
today?
first I got to watch the film. I mean, it's easy for all of us to sit here and say what happened, what didn't happen, and all that. And again, generally, I'm looking at the numbers. I'm saying it's our turnovers that caused a lot of our problems on the offensive end, and then some of our defensive mishaps and mistakes we made in the third quarter. But again, I have to find out before I go in and start going off on the team or whatever to make sure I know exactly what happened. I have a feeling that's what it is.